DJ Dozer, the Beat Architect. DJ Dozer, the Beat Architect.
The race was on this past weekend when the top 8 teams from the Under-19 group battled it out for top honors at the CBS Arena Janmore football field. The knockout stages proved to be a mouth-watering soccer affair for fans. The first 2 teams that took to the field was Ramblers and Swallows. The 2 went the distance and ended up at the penalty shootout with the boys in blue and white easing through the next round, winning 4-3.
We did not lose. We learn. But it was a very good game. Very, very good game. Technically, we were on par. Unfortunately, penalties. I mean, somebody must win in the penalties. Unfortunately, our penalty, we missed 2, they missed 1, 4-3 the scoreline. For me, we stood up for our duties. For me, overall, the game technically was good. We had our game plan was to finish the first 25 minutes. That was our target. But it's all story for us. We missed 2-3 opportunities. Comparing to the first half, we were the better team in terms of creating opportunities, in terms of being aggressive, moving for a system. Unfortunately, our players at the last third, we could not take our chances. First of all, I must say thanks to the boys. We regrouped. Towards the end of the season, we had injuries. We struggled to keep the results. But we back home and we said, guys, let's go back to the basics. We went back to the solos basics. We came back, we fought. Unfortunately, it was not our time. We'll go back to the drawing board and then we'll come back stronger again.
Well, it was a good game from both teams. I believe we had the chances in the game. But you know, when it comes to knockout, the league is gone. There's no more playing a normal game. Here, mistake punish. Here, don't use chances, you get punished. So it went down to penalties. Hard luck to Swallows. It was a very good game and a good atmosphere as well. Well, we take one game at a time. It's anybody's game. We would like to use our chances more. I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to penalties, it doesn't mean the other team you are better than the other team or the other team is better than you. No, it's about using chances. We'll talk to the boys. We'll try to utilize our chances and try to put it away in the full game, in the full 70 minutes. Well, I must admit that we started a bit slow in the season. We got the dip, but I think the boys improved a lot, and I think it's only continuous playing. More games you play, the more you improve. But now when it comes to the knockout, you have to utilize basically all that you were taught, all that you were shown at the field. It actually boils down to this last 70 minutes.
DJ Dozer, the Beat Architect.
The second game on Friday was between league favourites ACFA and the mighty Windhoek Gymnasium. With no love lost between the two, Gymnasium drew first blood 5 minutes from kickoff to show they meant business on the day. Windhoek Gymnasium were firing from all cylinders, catching ACFA half asleep by scoring their second goal in 15 minutes, again ringing the alarm they were in charge of the match. The league's favourite were shown the door as they were hammered in an emphatic 5-1 scoreline.
can say that again. You know, the last time you interviewed me, I told you how the boys played. And if you come with that performance to this top 8, you will not make it. You understand? So, you know, AC, everybody wants, if they play against AC, they are giving 100%, you know, and our boys doesn't realize that, you know. Simple. If a bird sits on top of the tree, it's inviting stones. So it's how the things are going. So our boys doesn't realize that everybody, if they play against us, they've come full force, you understand? So our boys have to man up the game and take the lion by the tail and move on with the game, you understand? But like you say, it's a very hard pill to swallow. Even the water doesn't want to go down. So really, it's very hard. Yeah, you know, I must give 10 out of 10 to Windhoek Gymnasium. Our boys, like you said, they were sleeping and aren't really football. Football is something else. So, but all I can say, good luck to Windhoek Gymnasium because my boys was really down today. I cannot say anything about their performance because it's not my boys. These ones, it's maybe somebody else, but this is not our boys. Congratulations to my boys. We managed to talk to them very hard. You know, the last game it was about discipline against SKW. It cost us so that we lost that game. But then this game, we approach it in another way. You can see from the starting of the game, we pressed and we keep on pressing, and that was our way from the word go. You score first in this youth league, you go with a high tempo, you keep the ball positions. So it's actually the plan. We wanted to press AC because they are a team that is knocking the ball around the back, and if you allow them to knock the ball around the back, you will pay for that. So we were cutting those lines for passes and for knocking the 1-2 balls, disturbing that balls. So yes, you know, every game has its own way of approach, but yes, we are going all full out. There is nothing that we are sparing. It's the knockout stages. The best team wins everything, the disciplines, the efforts you put in the game, the tempo, the chances you get, everything works here. So it's now no more, we are out of the league where you are playing where you are waiting for a second round. So we told the boys, you must go on, you must go out and play for that badge. And the next game, we are planning to come very heavy. Avoid a lot of mistakes, and then just work on the areas where we can capitalize. Especially our lines, we are having fast boys, so we were using them also today. And they helped us a lot. We put Puna in front. He's a strong boy who can keep the ball. And today he stepped up. He helped us a lot. John also on the line. He stood up with his speed, and there were 2 or 3 boys coming to him so then we could have a space to drop the ball in the box. So we are hoping the next game they are going to be a bomb on fire.
DJ Dozer, the Beat Architect.
The early Saturday curtain raisers were the Yellow Army outfit Cassandra FA against Fortius FA. With both teams performing exceptionally well in the 2021 season, it was up to them to make sure who went through to the next round as the knockout stages progressed. Quite a few chances were created, with Cassandra making sure not to miss in front of goal as every opportunity counted to put the ball behind the net. The Yellow Army were victorious, winning the match 2-0.
There was a stalemate for a long time. So sometimes you think there's nothing happening and you slack off. So I think maybe we were not attentive, so concentrated as we were supposed to be. I think that might be the reason. So the two goals that we considered was sloppy. It could have been prevented. It was not creative skill from their side. They just pumped the ball and both of them basically went through.
I think it's always good to be in the semi-finals because you want to build on the academic profile. You want to show the boys, having won previously 3 tournaments, it's massive. So we always want to set up the standard and the stage, and for that we need so much for us to be in the semi-finals, and I'm grateful for the boys' display. I think my boys, we had actually dominated the game from the onset. It's just that the first half the boy could not work on the finishing. When the finishing of the game could have settled the score already at the beginning of the first half. But the fortunate thing that was good for us is like they recovered and we come back strong in the second half. Basically the attacking was lagging. Well, the build-up was okay, but the finishing was there. I think that's what caused the changes.
After a 2-hour delay to the knockout group's proceedings, latecomers Ochorongo Secondary School finally graced us with their presence. Awaiting KFA held no punches back and tried to punish the visiting side's road trip. Much to everyone's surprise, Ochorongo came prepared and did not take anything for granted, going head-to-head with KFA. The match ended a 0-0 stalemate, which meant a second penalty shootout in the group had to decide who was to proceed to the next round. As the saying go, better late than never, and that was just the case as Ochorongo Secondary School proved by beating Cassandra 5-3 in the penalty shootout.
Sure, it was a tough match, end-to-end action, both teams went for it, it was a physical match, tactical match, so I'm proud to go away with a win. Yeah, because we had to wait for our buses, we had to wait for transport, finances, so that also played with the boys psychologically, having the thought of are we going to go or are we not going to go. The boys have waited for a long time for this, and they want to play, so why not bring them? Looking at it from the first match, the boys have developed properly, they're playing together now, whereas the first match it was a disjointed team, so to see a team fighting for each other, it can only make you proud. No, we'll just stick to our tactics, playing the ball on the grass, fighting for each and every ball, and then we'll take it from there on inwards.
Look, I think it was a good game of football, even though both teams struggled because of the field. But we tried, they had chances, we had chances. Unfortunately, we didn't score. We did well in the league. We lost one, we drew one, and the rest we've won. But I don't know, KV is a problem in terms when it comes to tournaments. We always struggle. I don't know why we always struggle, but it's like this. But HopSol is doing very well for us, for Vanukas, whole of Commerce region. The kids are playing football, and we really want to thank them for what they're doing. And I hope this will continue for years to come. Look, as I've said, HopSol has really helped the Commerce region in terms of football. Also, the Janjupa boys. Most of these boys playing here were in the regional teams. Even the team from OSS that we played against, there was also some regional team players. There's also boys that has been selected to to be in the provincial squad. So overall, HopSol has been doing tremendously well for us. Boys are playing football, meaning that they are training and also they are playing football. So in terms of the whole holistic thing, boys are improving, and that's all thanks to HopSol for what they're doing. Look, I think we just, for now, it's exams. We'll keep them off, and then we'll have a year-end function. The other youth, under 11 and under 11 to up to 17, will still continue with training and so forth. As for those ones, we will try to see who will promote to the senior team, because we also have a senior team which is under 22. So at least for them, there's a pathway for them. And that's after the exams, we'll start with training, and then we'll take it from there.
With both teams coming from a victory, the confidence was high as Windhoek Gymnasium and Ramblers had to fight it out to have their final seat at the table. Both teams were on target on the day, with a beautiful game of football being displayed with fans enjoying every minute of it. Letting their guard down, each team had a response for the other as the game ended 2-2 to once again leave it to another penalty shootout that always comes with all the drama, thriller and action to book their spot to the final. Gymnasium by now assumed the role of the group's underdog, kept their eye on the prize by causing an upset to send Ramblers packing 4-3 in their last duel.
Well, to be honest, it was a good game, a game of good chances. I must admit, we had it in the pocket. We worked on our set pieces before, and today the set pieces worked. Unfortunately, game was spoiled by silly penalties, but I'm not gonna use it as an excuse. I mean, in today's football, to give handballs away like that, it spoils a beautiful game. Twice you doing that, we must just accept. But this is football. Fairness at the end of the day is not usually the best team that won. I mean, we were leading twice, and penalties were given. Yeah. But good luck to Gymnasium for the finals. Excellent performance by the boys. We are impressed. We really appreciate the effort that they've done. They really pulled it through this season. And mind you, most of these boys, 80% of them, they are still under 19 next year. It's their first year as under 19. So we're building for next year. And it was a good season. I enjoyed the season, and the boys enjoyed it. We as coaches enjoyed it. The fans enjoyed it. To be honest, we won by penalties. Now, we lost by penalties. It's a game of chances, ne? It's like flipping a coin. You don't take the chances. You don't blame a boy that miss. You don't blame a goalkeeper that don't save, and vice versa. At the end of the day, penalties is like gambling. I mean, they missed, we missed, they missed. It was like a ping-pong tennis game. But remember, we came to the semis with penalties. We were the lucky ones. We were more composed. This time around, they were more composed. And I say congrats to Gymnasium.
Yes, my friends, it was a very dramatic game. Ramblers scored first, managed to get a penalty. They scored again from a header. Yes, the grace of God was with us today. That's all I can say. We managed to come back and then take them to the penalties, and we managed to go through these dramatic penalty shootouts. It was a good game. Overall, it was a good game. A lot of tactics, high balls from both teams. Yes. Congratulations to my boys. they gave this win for themselves. Like I said yesterday, every game has its approach. The game of Ramblers is very different from the game of AC yesterday. We are through to the final. That's the biggest part that we'll ever celebrate in our lives. We are coming 4 years now. Gymnasium football, we've been busy for 3 years. The 4th year here we are playing the final, which is tomorrow. So we are hoping for the best, nothing else. We are hoping for the best for the day of tomorrow, and we hope we will win the final. I think the day was meant for us to win. Ramblers had this game in their hands, and yes, we thought Puna will kill it, but then yes, we will have to go through the 1-1 shootout again the Saturday. But yes, it was very dramatic, but we managed to get hold of it.
Uno! Calm down. Come, Puna! Come, Blackie, come! Come! Come, Blackie, come! Emma! Second boy! Come on, right!
DJ Dozer.